In the dry lands beyond the eastern dunes, where the wind carved songs into stone and the stars guided travelers home, there lived a lone horseman named Dain. He was a courier, one of the few who dared to cross the forgotten plains, a place said to swallow both men and memory. His horse, a silver mare named Ira, was his only companion. Together, they carried messages between distant kingdoms. Dain had no family, no riches, and no reason to stay. Only the open road and the rhythm of hooves against the earth. One day, Dain was given a sealed letter by a dying prince. "Deliver this," the prince whispered, "to the one who waits at the end of the world." No name, no map, only faith, Dain bowed. "I will ride until I find them." He set out before dawn. Days turned to weeks and the plains stretched endlessly. Nothing but wind, dust, and silence. At night, Dain spoke to Ira to stay awake. "I wonder," he murmured, "if the world truly ends, or if it just forgets where it began." One evening, a sandstorm rose, a roaring wall of dust that blotted out the sky. Ira stumbled. Dain shielded her eyes and whispered, "Steady, girl. The way forward is through." But the wind was merciless. It tore the letter from his hands, spinning it into the storm. He dove from his horse, chasing it blindly through the dust, his lungs burning, his vision fading. When the storm passed, the letter was gone. So was the path. Dain fell to his knees. "I've failed him," he whispered. But then he saw it, a single piece of parchment wedged between two rocks, edges torn, seal half broken. He held it close and wept. "You waited for me." Days later, Dain reached a vast cliff overlooking an endless sea of white sand. No cities, no life, just stillness. There, sitting on a stone, was an old woman with silver hair, her eyes calm as dawn. She looked at him and smiled. "I have waited long enough, rider." Dain dismounted and handed her the letter. Her trembling hands opened it, but inside the paper was blank. Dain frowned. "There is nothing written." The woman nodded. "Because the words were never the message." She looked out at the horizon. "The prince wished to know if loyalty still rides in this world. If anyone would carry faith without reward." Dain lowered his head. "Then my journey was a test," he said softly. When Dain returned, he carried no gold, no titles, only a single truth etched into his heart. Some paths exist only to test the strength of our promise. He never stopped riding, but from that day on, wherever he went, people said the wind followed him. The truest loyalty asks for nothing. It simply endures.